I mean, the lights are back on from the last time we did this. You have to take a moment in your year to really recap what you've done and look forward to what you're going to do. They don't like us. I'll just keep it as honest as I can.
Gotta.
I ask that every single person who's listening to this right now find what you're passionate about, ask the questions, and be all in.
Yeah. You never know till you try.
Rick, we're back for 1 year.
1 year
1 year
at the castle.
at the castle.
All right. Wow.
Woo!
What a great year it's been too.
Oh
huh?
yeah, we've been through a lot this year.
A lot.
Yeah.
The growth here, the people, the excitement, the events, the try to wrap it all up. It's incredible.
That's absolutely amazing, and that's very true. I've met so many great people here at the castle. I've met so many, I've had a lot of influences brought into my life from this place, and they've all been positive. Normally when you go somewhere, right, like you get 50-50 or you
Yeah.
get maybe 70-30 on a good day, but I would say it's a 99.999 to 0.001% here.
What a percentage that is.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, the people here are just so great. And I'm not just saying that because I'm here at the castle,
Right.
right? We do a podcast, none of that. Like, if you guys come here and you experience the castle, sit down, smoke a cigar, talk to anybody in here. You can walk up to any single person in here and say, hey, my name is this. I've watched Cigars at the Castle. I've heard about this place. Tell me a little bit about it. They're going to give you the backstory because everybody here knows the story of this
Yeah.
place.
yeah,
And one hell of a story it is.
it certainly is. And well, I'll tell you what. This is what are you smoking tonight now?
Tonight, I'm going to be smoking the Desvalido. This is going to be from Dapper Cigar. Another great cigar company with a great story. They've been around for a while, actually. They have a lot of history behind them. And for this cigar, this is actually called the Desvalido because it roughly translates to those without hope in Cuban Spanish. So, without a doubt, Desvalido is the cigar that he's always dreamed of making for years. But without the right tobacco, time, energy, and connections, he really couldn't make the cigar. And this is something that he's been working on for a very, very long time. So this was 2 years in production. They took a lot of time and a lot of effort to make this stick. And it really shows because the first tasting note that you get as soon as I put it in my mouth, I noticed that black pepper just bite right back at me. The wrapper is just a beautiful experience here. So it's going to be an Ecuador Habano Rosado Cafe wrapper with Oliva tobacco in the binder and an undisclosed U.S. in there as well. And the filler is going to be a little bit of Oliva tobacco's Nicaraguan. So that's a really great start to what I think will be an amazing smoke, and I'm happy to get started with you guys. Right. So, Rick, what are you smoking tonight?
Well, geez, I wonder. I am smoking the Punisher again. All right. Thank God for this cigar. One thing I learned in the cigar business is, I have a lot of people that go, Rick, how can you smoke that? That thing's dog crap. And I'm like, I don't know. It's my palate. It's just the way it is. You can give me a Cuban cigar. You can give me a My Father. You can give me a Camacho. You can give me anything you want. It's just not going to do it.
Right.
It is what it is. And I'm sure you've been coming around for a while now, and I know that you have experienced a lot of different cigars.
Yes.
And
yes.
I'm sure that maybe you kind of narrowed it down a little bit to, because that's the one thing, why I opened Castles too was because, when I was out there, no one ever really explained the experience
Right.
about cigars, and I spent a lot of money.
Right.
And, so like anybody new coming in, I try to, guide them a little bit, give them
Right.
some, take a pick of the label. And so you start building your palate.
Right. And building your
Okay.
palate is very important and
Very
something
important.
that I underestimated a lot when I first started, and you were kind of explaining that the first time. But over time, I really started to understand what you meant by that. And to people who don't really smoke cigars that often or don't smoke cigars at all, smoking a cigar is almost like going out to a restaurant, right? Every single brand, every single sub brand, every single stick is going to be a different flavor and a different experience every single time. And you'll pair that with the people that you're around, the day that you had, and it becomes this experience that is unlike any other every single time that you light up a stick. And that's why people come out to go smoke a cigar, right? To get that full experience.
Yeah.
And it's much cheaper than going out to dinner. I'm just saying, guys, fellas, listen.
I had a gentleman come in the other yesterday. He was in from out of town. I get a lot of out of towners here, which I love.
Right.
They Google me and boom, I come up. I'm open. He has a big, huge humidor box. He was showing me, and and that's exactly what it is. He had all these different ones. He had a morning cigar, maybe an afternoon cigar, a night cigar, the mood cigar you just mentioned.
Right.
Maybe that's why I'm so consistent. This is just the Punisher.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's fire him up.
Let's fire them up.
Because you know what? I was at the jewelry store today. We're here. It's a little later on. It's perfect timing. Let's fire it up.
Yeah.
Okay. Lighten a cigar. Make sure you get it all nice and toasty here. All right. Now I make sure that that it's nice cherried in there, nice red. So when you start getting into the cigar, it starts burning nice and even. So take your time, lighten it. I think lighting a cigar is the most important. Take a few extra minutes or whatever it is to light that and make sure that it's all ready to go. Beautiful.
And that's
1 year.
That's a great tip right off the bat. Given a great tip to start out this year. How to light your cigar. And that's something that not a lot of people talk about, or they try to post a 55-minute video of how to do it. It's not that difficult, but it should take you some time to do it.
Take your time between coming here, meeting the people, growing, everything that we've done here in a year. I implemented a bowling machine in here over the year.
Yes.
That's a lot of fun. That's old school. If anybody knows from the 80s.
I've been learning.
Yep.
I've been learning. It's
He's learning.
It's a lot of fun.
Yep.
I'll beat him one of these days. I got him. Don't worry.
Yeah, you get there. But that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we just got done with March Madness. That was incredible. What
Wild
series?
times in here.
Wild times. A lot of cigars flying through here,
Yeah.
right? We're hoping that the weather starts cooperating so we can get outside and play some cornhole. Right? That's a lot of fun out there. I got a fire going out there. We got the cornhole going.
Right.
We're busting some chops.
Yeah.
Having some laughs. I mean, that's what it's all about here.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
It's that camaraderie that, again, you're not going to find a lot of other places. I mean, you can go out, let's say you're going out to a dive bar, right? Have some drinks, talk to two people, maybe, if you're not an introvert, right? And then people don't really care about you there. The bartenders are in a rush. No one wants to sit there and talk to you or listen to you, or they're pretending to listen to you.
They're on their phone.
Or they're on their phone. Another great
Don't care.
Gen Z coming in hot, right? Come here. Come to the castle. If you're not in this area, go to your local cigar shop.
Yeah.
Go sit down, have a cigar,
And
go
watch
talk to
behind
the
them.
owner, right? Interact with other people again. That's what I really hope this new generation that's coming up really understands, because every generation is different from their parents, right?
Yes.
So the millennials are very different from the boomers, and the boomers are Gen X, right? And the Gen Zs, they're all on their phones, right? They're looking at their phones nonstop. The new generation, I'm hoping they just go out and talk to people again. They go out and play in the yards, right? They go out and do things, right?
Yeah, because that's all life experiences.
Right.
You can get this far, not having all that. Yeah, I can imagine if I just was on my phone all the time like this and just was always going like this. I mean, I got to get out there.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why we did the podcast. We were getting out there.
Right.
Yeah.
We're getting out there to you who are on your phone right now. So what would you give some advice to somebody who's looking at their phone right now? What would you tell them to do with their life?
Well, put the phone down, and just kind of take 5-10 minutes out of your life. If you're not smoking a cigar, just grab a nice cold drink or something and listen for a little while.
Yeah.
Just kind of chill down, regroup, think about your day. How'd your day go?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Did we progress today? Did we, could I have made it a better day? any day could be a better day, but you got to make it that day.
That's right.
You know, I know a couple of times, even anybody gets in a funk, but I'll tell you what, once you know you're in it, you got to get out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
And that's a really difficult part for a lot of people to do.
Yeah.
So what would you recommend to somebody who's in that funk? What's the first step for you? Like when you start getting a little down and out, right? I know it's going to be difficult for you because you run 2 businesses nonstop and you're up until God knows what time in the morning and you don't sleep much. So if you were to ever get in a funk, though, how do you pull yourself out of it?
well, the first thing I do, I'm going to surround myself with some people. I'm gonna get right in there, and then all of a sudden, someone will make you laugh.
Right.
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 Right. Or someone will, somebody will do something. You got to interact. You know, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Because the more that you cocoon yourself and drop in down deep, you're done.
Right.
You know.
Right.
You got to go out and just challenge yourself, man. See, I know I probably talked about it in some other podcasts. Just go out and challenge yourself. See what you're made of.
Yeah.
I love it.
Right.
What
can you do?
What can you do?
What can you do right now? What is something that you're very passionate about? I don't care if it makes money right off the bat. I don't care if it makes money at all. What's something you're extremely passionate about? Right now, go do it. Put us on pause. You'll come back to us. Go do it right now.
And then come back and tell us how you feel.
Exactly. Put it in the comments below. How do you feel about it now? You feel better? You're welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Because there's no holds bar here.
That's it. And that's another great thing. Like you're saying, it's no holds barred here. People are going to hold you accountable, right?
Absolutely.
You're not going to be able to BS anybody when you come in here and say, well, I do this and I do this and I love doing this, but then don't do it.
Yeah.
We're going to call you out on it. What are you doing?
I've had a lot of people who, they had some great ideas and we were going to do some things and it just never procured. So if I know that it's not an all in, I'm not going to do it.
Right.
It's got to be an all in because if you start something, you really want to finish it.
That's it.
It's like a year on this, got 5 years coming up on the castle. Whew, 5 years. Think about that. It's absolutely fantastic. This place has come leaps and bounds. And then I tell everybody, I go, everybody made me better. Everybody in here made me a better person, a better everything.
Yes.
And I had one reservation early before I opened, and that was, can I leave the jewelry store at 6? Get here 6:30, 6:45,
Right.
and run the business, and whatever day of the week after. And I said, well, I'm kind of going to cigar shops anyway. Why not? So here I am 5 years later. All right. And the people in here, you just got to come and you got to check it out because I can't put it all into words. It's impossible. The place is great, 2,600 square feet of fun.
Yes.
And then it continues outside, so we got another 1,000 feet of square out there. So it's really 3,600 square feet of fun, right? I'm so grateful with Mustafa here. He's since he's been coming here. I remember the first day he walked in here, and boy, amazing, huh? The transformation.
Absolutely insane. I mean, I was definitely in my shell, I was an affiliate marketer. I did my stuff online, made a little money there. I did a little bit here. Tried to stay away from people. Didn't really I like to sit in a corner, read a book, relax.
Yeah, you were very reserved.
Yes, yes.
And I like that about you because I knew there was something great about you. We just had to pull it out, right? So I went in. And I got it, right? And I got more than what I bargained for. Not only did this happen, but a great friendship and loyalty and the honesty and all that shit that goes with this industry.
Right.
Okay? And I'll tell you what, greatest thing that has ever happened. And you're definitely one huge part of that cog. And look what happened Super Bowl Sunday, and I could go on and on and on.
Yeah. Absolutely amazing.
But
this place has it's given me personally, and just because we're on a 1 year, I'll be a little sentimental here. this place has given me a second home
Mm.
to where I can come and really just be myself and be who I am, on the inside and the out, right? Like I don't have to put up a facade. I don't have to fake anything here. Everybody here is going to be themselves. Nobody's fake.
You gotta
Hate it or love
it.
it, they're going to be themselves. And that's the best part of this shop. And I think if we even take it to a further note, that's the best part of America,
Yeah.
right? You're going to hear people that, say things you don't like. You're going to hear people say things you like. You're going to meet people you do and you don't agree with all the time. But at the end of the day, everybody wants the same thing, right? They want to take care of their families. They want to eat good food. They want to relax. They want to have a bed to sleep in at night. And they want to be able to, do the things they want to do in life and be passionate about them. That's it.
Hey, keep it simple.
That's it. Everybody is the same. Like all this conflict of, this side, this side, this side, this side. This person doesn't like me. This person doesn't like. Who cares? Stop. Stop. You don't need any of that anymore. Throw that out. Throw all that out. We're all people. We're all here on this planet. Let's have some fun. Let's enjoy ourselves while we're here.
That's what we're doing.
That's it, right?
That's what we're doing.
Oh, it's beautiful. And, bringing that into everybody doing their own thing and everybody coming together, we've been doing this for 1 whole year. And in this year, I mean, the lights are back on from the last time we did this.
All of a sudden they went out. I think
Yeah.
there was a storm going on.
Yeah.
Continue to do it anyway, because we made it happen.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what's going to throw. During the day, your day could go like this. Goes up and down. And
Right.
I try to keep it. But sometimes that just happens.
Right.
Life
happens.
It's all about experiences, and that's what cigars give you. It gives you the experience.
Right.
Like I said, I had a gentleman come in last night, and he's from Venezuela.
Oh.
And
All right.
he's here. He's a U.S. citizen.
Mm-hmm.
He has come here. He's doing some major projects from Canada to here, and an incredible person. I talked to him for like an hour and a half last night. Incredible. And these are the type of people you get a lot of transit people through here,
Mm-hmm.
and it's amazing. You get so much information, more than than just doing this all day. But,
Right. Right.
in fact, I'll tell you what, he's here again tonight. He liked it so much last night, and I know he's out there talking to someone right now,
Mm-hmm.
and I know they're having probably a great conversation.
Absolutely.
So,
Yes. Because that's the people that you breed and you bring into this place, right? Like, people love this place because of what you've made it, right? And the people out there, I know you say it all the time, other people have made you. Rick, you've given us all a home.
yeah, thank you.
Right.
I appreciate that. I don't like a lot of
I know,
stuff like that,
but like a lot of people, I feel like don't get their flowers while they're still here,
I get you.
and I think you
Yeah.
deserve it.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Absolutely. Thank
Yes.
you. It's awesome.
And it's because you've done your time, right?
Did the time,
Yes.
day at a time. Just do your time day at a time. Think it through. Just put your next best step forward. If you don't know, ask.
Right.
All that's, I'm as simple as they're going to come now. I mean, but early days on, it wasn't that simple until I got into some people that were phenomenal, and now we're able to carry this on.
Right.
You know,
Yes.
so
And we keep moving forward.
forward.
And speaking of doing your time, I mean, where have we been? I mean, we put a lot of time into building this podcast, right? We've done this every single month without a break for 12 months. We have currently 2.4 thousand YouTube subscribers. We have over 107,000 views across all of our platforms. That's absolutely
Thank you.
amazing, insane. From this thing that I didn't know if it was going to get 100 views.
Yeah, we
Right?
were like, well, I don't know, just like what you were thinking. Like we're like, well, we don't know. We're gonna hide out a little bit. We're not sure. Nah, yeah, right. Here we are.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're all out there. That's it. We're done.
We're ready to go. Let's go. We have answered over 100 questions
Wow.
from people on YouTube, people on the Spotify, people on the website, Instagram, etc. All of those places. And keep putting your questions down there below. We're going to keep answering them. Rick's going to be here. I'm going to be here. And if we don't answer them here on the podcast, we're going to put them in the comments right below yours. We're going to get to them as quickly as we can, and then we'll put them in the podcast afterwards. Because we want to get you the answers right now. That's what you want. You want the answers now? We'll get it to you.
Yeah. That's what we're going to do.
Where are we going with this? So, looking towards the next year, what we're going to be planning, and this is for anybody who has a business currently, right? Mm-hmm. You have to take a moment in your year to really recap what you've done and look forward to what you're going to do. Next year, our plan is to get over to Patreon. We're going to be opening up a Patreon. If you guys haven't heard of it, it's a great platform where you can go support creators and you can give a little bit of a donation if you want. If not, you can go ahead and just subscribe for free. But it absolutely gives us an opportunity to be able to provide more content to you, more information that platforms like YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, they don't like us. I'll just keep it as honest as I can.
Gotta.
YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, they do not like us because we smoke a cigar.
Wow.
That's it. They don't know anything else about us. They don't know that we talk about business. They don't know that we listen to your questions. They don't know that we answer your questions. They don't know that what Rick has been through in his life. They don't know what I've been through in my life. They just know, oh, they smoke a cigar, we don't like them. Get them off our platform, or we're not going to promote them, or we're going to cut their ad revenue, or we're going to get rid of this, and we're going to get rid of that, right? That's all they care about. So we're going to get away from those platforms, and we're going to go to our own. So we're going to go to Patreon, and if you check out the website, next month I will have that updated for you so you can see all the information there. What is the Patreon going to look like? Like, why are you going to the Patreon? Why can't you just keep watching here on YouTube? Well, you can, absolutely. We're going to keep posting here on YouTube. We're going to keep posting on Spotify. But the Patreon, we're going to add a couple of things that might might interest you a little bit more. So we're going to have new guests coming on. We're going to have a podcast group partnership with the 518 Catalyst. We'll talk about that next month. We're going to have him on. We're going to have a little conversation. We'll see where that goes, right?
That's right.
We're going to have new trending cigar reviews. So we're going to talk about the new cigars that are out in the industry, what's going on with them, and new trending reviews in general. What's trending in the world? We're going to talk about relevant facts of what's happening out there. You're going to get our takes on it. We're going to talk about special behind the scenes. You're going to see Rick in his daily life here at the castle, what he does here, because it's like a whirlwind. You're trying to keep up with him. I'm going to be sitting there with a camera just running. Oh no.
You gotta keep it going.
That's it. Also, we're going to be looking to possibly get some live events out this year. We'll talk about that next month. Cigar reviews from Castle Knights. So we're going to give our knights an opportunity to speak about their favorite cigars. We're going to have.
That would be awesome.
That's going to be great because who better to ask about the cigar than the person that smokes it almost every day, right?
Absolutely.
That's the guy you want to talk to.
A lot of experience.
We're also going to have vendor sit-downs. We're going to sit down with some of the vendors of these cigars. We're going to talk about what's their life like on the road. What is the behind the scenes of the cigar industry? Give us some details on that. We're going to hear some hidden secrets there, right? And the last thing we're going to do, we're going to have some cigar etiquette classes. So we're going to teach you how to hold a cigar, how to light a cigar, what you do in a cigar shop, what you don't do in a cigar shop, how to approach somebody, how not to, right?
Yeah.
We're going to give you some life lessons there as well.
All that's good stuff.
Absolutely. And that's what we have planned coming up for this year. Rick, you've been in business now for 5 years at the castle and over 30 years as a jeweler.
Correct. Wow. It's a lot there.
It's 35 years of knowledge and wisdom coming at you all at the same time.
Yeah, there's a lot. Just, you know, we did some early podcasts, you know, like how do you want to start a business? Okay,
yes.
remember we did them?
Yes.
From ground zero to 5 years. What, you know, it's just hard, just loving what you do. How's that?
Yes.
You gotta love what you do. This is not a job. There's no job in this at all.
No.
All right. It's all about passion and loving what you do.
Yes.
Yeah. How many times you heard, well, if you don't work a day in your life, if you love what you do, right?
Yeah. I've heard that plenty of times, and
You know.
to me, when I was, growing up and I was working, since I've been kind of able to work, I've been working, and I had 3 jobs at one point. I was just grinding away. Hated what I was doing every single day. It felt like the hours would never go fast enough, right? Since I started getting into more of, my business with Wave.mp, I've started this new business that I'm going to be talking about next month.
Perfect.
It's not, I don't care how many hours. I wish there were more hours in the day for me to do it. I want more time. I'm begging for overtime in my positions, right? Like that.
Great?
Oh, it's the best feeling you can ever feel in your life when you finally find that thing that that you were meant to do, that you were put on this planet, that you feel like you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. When I'm here, I'm at the jewelry store Monday through Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I come here on a Sunday. I get here early, depending, because I want to do certain things.
Right.
Next thing I know, it's 8 o'clock at night. Where to go?
Mm-hmm.
Because all the fun and the people and coming in and out and everything that you do in the day, it's
Right.
like you said. You wish there were more hours.
Yes.
Well,
And that's the beauty of it. And I ask that every single person who's listening to this right now, find what you're passionate about, ask the questions, and be all in.
yeah. You never know till you try.
That's it.
And again, I always say it too. You got to throw some spaghetti on the wall. Throw it out there. I remember I can remember when I was first starting the jewelry business back in 1996. I was like, I'm thinking about opening a business, and they're like, oh, Rick, I don't know if you're gonna make it. This and this and that. They were already bashing me down. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
already negativity. Right.
Right out the gate.
Right out of the gate. And what happened? Them first 5 years, let me tell you something. All right, started with nothing, zero.
No handouts.
All right, and because I knew jewelry. Okay, but then I got better at it.
Right.
All right, and the time that you put into it. I believe that, I can do anything from A to Z in the industry. Because 36 years. Okay, it's you could come into the store. If I can't do it, it's not going to happen. Here at the cigar place here, Castles, if you don't know the answer, somebody in this establishment is going to give you an answer. And that's the beauty part. So
Yes.
starting up a business, whatever it is, get the information.
Yes.
Get the information. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask.
Yes. And that is our tagline to this podcast. That's why people tuned in. That's why people are here. Find something you're passionate about, ask the questions, and be all in. Those are 3 easy steps. That's our chapter 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. If you want to do something in your life, you can do it. Just do it. Follow those 3 steps. We're here for you. I know I'm here for you. Rick's always here for you. Anybody here at the castle, you stop in, you ask them a question, they'll help you out.
Absolutely.
No questions asked.
It's a wonderful thing.
So we're actually going to wrap up here. So we just want to
don't want
say,
to bore you too much, but we want to give you, we want to make sure that if you come here, grab one of us.
yes,
Really.
Yes.
It's awesome. I just have another new gentleman who came in tonight. Who one of my customers, I'm not even a customer, a knight.
yes,
Brought another gentleman in tonight. His first time here tonight.
Mhm.
Okay. They play some chess.
Ooh.
They might play a little chess game out there.
yeah,
I can't describe how it feels when someone else brings someone else into your place. That is priceless. There's no monetary to that. Nothing.
right,
It's when someone mentions your name and brings someone else in. Wow. And that's how the jewelry store was built. That's how Castles was built.
right.
Okay. Since you've been coming here, how many people have you met here? Okay. Hundreds.
Hundreds.
Okay. Crazy. And the information and the fun and the knowledge and anything,
Exactly.
So you come in, pick the brains, and you got to experience it. That's all I got. And
Oh, you'll see it.
you'll feel it too. It's
Yeah,
good.
that's
It's good.
It's just something inside of you that's just been sitting there dormant for a very long time.
Yeah.
And it's just, hey, what's going on? What are we doing up here? Right? So we want to just take this time to say thank you to everybody who's tuned in, everybody who's listened, subscribed, asked questions, shared these videos. We really appreciate everybody who does share the videos and gets them out to more people.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
So then
And
we'll see you next month.
we are going to see them next month.
Next month. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy the rest of your week. We're over here at 2666 Hamburg Street. I don't know if you're familiar with Rotterdam at all. And even if you're in transit, you can Google, come on in. And you have a great time here. And that's what we got, right?
That's it.
That's what we got. All right.
Make sure you go check us out on the Patreon coming soon.
Patreon.
Patreon. It's a great name.
I like it.
Yeah.
Sort of more American.
That's it. USA, baby. USA.
You're the best, Mustafa.
Thank you, everybody.
Have a great night.